good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, baby. Finally, the day has come. It is Synth One J6 by AudioKit Pro, and guess what? It's free! Whoa, it's finally here. Today is the day. I'm Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you're doing okay. And if you didn't get that again, I hope you're doing okay. Howdy do, howdy do. Let's Oj. It is the day. It is finally here. 3 years in the making, and AudioKit Pro has finally dumped this amazing app called Studio One J6. It is, and you should have already downloaded it. What? TikTok. It's free. Absolutely, totally. No hidden costs, just get it, install it, and have fun. That is the main thing. Today we're going to be talking about that. Having fun, making music. Don't get lost in the weeds, my friends, because it can be a terrible place to get out of. I'm there at the moment, making music. Taking things so serious that I can't make music at the moment. It's just not working. This app has helped me. Yeah? The last week I've really been diving into this app really hardcore, and it's just, I'm having fun, and that's what you should be doing. Hello to Thomas Christ. We've got the real Justine Kasprick in the house. Barry's here. Jamie Lynn. Hello. Mwah. You doing okay, Jamie? I love you. What's going on, Hugh? We got Moby Pixel, who dropped a fantastic demo for this app also last night. I think I watched it last night. And we got the man himself, Matthew Fetcher, the developer of this app, is in the house. He's graced us with his presence. I feel very lucky when Matt comes in here. We'll talk about Matt in a second. There he is. Who else am I missing in the list? Did I get Hugh Caldwell. Leela, thanks for dumping everybody over here. Tremor Bear, what's going on? Synfidel, I saw you was it yesterday or the day before? It was in a news chat, something to do with the war that's going on. And I saw you type in there. I was like, hey, what's going on? You're watching the same news as me. Anyway, what am I talking about? Who cares about that? Thomas, thank you for slinging the fancy links of all the ways you can help out and all that shit here on this channel. You know, all the YouTube stuff, it does help. Pausing Guitars, good eye. Thomas Christ is coming up next, actually. By the way, it says in my description, it says King of Edges. You've busted me doing my templates and just redoing stuff. You've busted me. Let me see where that is. That'll get fixed easy enough. This is oh, there it is. Look at that. I'm going to fix it before anyone else can. Synth. There we go. Synth one. This is what happens when, J6. Boom! And save. Save. There we go. All sorted. This is what happens when you do templates. When you do a live stream every day, you stuff up and you accidentally put the wrong things. There's the link. Go download it. It's absolutely free. We'll get into this in a second. Have I got everybody? I think I got you all. Thanks for pointing that out. Boom. All right. So let me tell you firstly, this thing has been in development for 3 years because Matthew is, I don't know. I don't know if he's a Virgo. I haven't looked at his birthday recently, but he kind of comes across like one. Trust me, I know I'm in a Virgo club with Russ and Brad. And a whole lot of us, we're all Virgos. We're all very anal alley and, So out it is. It's been in beta for heaps long time. Got to play with it a lot myself. I'm just going to read some stuff. Inspired by classic analog synths, yes. Created by volunteer educators. So 3 years working on this. Volunteers spent 3 years working on those little details. Why? Because musicians actually care. Capricorn, but I always wanted to be. Powered by machine learning. So this isn't like, don't sit there and rompler. I don't want to hear any of that. Where's the punching sounds? Do I have them ready to go? I don't even have them ready to go. I think I replaced them for tomorrow's show. Yeah, I did. All right. 400 plus presets. 400. And now the whole concept behind this, just to be a bit more seriously, Matthew has been doing a whole lot of speaking at schools. He's really involved in education, and I know whatever Matthew puts his heart into, he leaves it all on the floor. And the dedication to put this out. Why do we need this? Many schools in music education programs have iPads, but are unable to purchase anything from the App Store. That puts even a $1 app out of reach. Imagine all those songs trapped inside talented musicians who simply can't access the tools. So Synth One J6 aims to fix that, to help kids get an understanding of synths and be able to have this, because times are getting tough in the world. I think if you look around what's happening, things are a bit of a mess at the moment. So this is recorded. So these sounds were inspired by Juno 106, Jupiter 8, so all the Jupiters in a row. So I can't say anymore. You're just going to have to hear it and make your own decision. Why haven't you downloaded it already? As I said, it's on the App Store. It is for iOS, iPad, iPhone, all that jazz. Now, no in-app purchases, $0, but there is this. If you would like to support Matthew Fetcher, there is a donate option inside the app to just help. There's no pressure, nothing like that. And the actual story behind it is interesting because the app got rejected a bunch of times and good old Apple decided to force, we got to make some money. How dare you release apps that, what is wrong with you? And they put Matt through the ringer. And so now we've got a little donation thing, which I'll show you in a second. I'm going to make some sounds. Then we're going to go run through how it all works. And we'll go through some presets and then we'll dump you all over at Thomas Christ, where he's playing your music today. Boom. There it is on the App Store. Go get Denise. Hello. Get it, Neil. Brad, example, what's going on? I'll give you an update soon as well on the charity album. If you don't know, tomorrow's the big day. I might as well do it now before we jump in. Tomorrow is the big day, my friends. We've been working on this for a long time. Over 60 artists have submitted their tracks. Wonderful artists who have taken the time to write music for this amazing cause. We did this 2 years ago. It was the Music for Life charity album. We raised a shitload of money for kids with cancer, teenagers with cancer in the UK. And this time we're doing it in Canada. And tomorrow is night one, the kickoff. And the day after is night two. And we will be going through all of the tracks on, get this, 3 albums. 3 albums, man. You guys came together and created 3 albums worth of music, and all the money will be going to kids with cancer in Canada, the Canada Cancer Trust, I think it's called. I can't remember the name. We'll do it all tomorrow, and we'll unleash the album cover and everything. Very exciting stuff. So, we are just like Matt. We care about kids having opportunities, and that's why we've all come together to make some music. So let's get into this. I've got a little demo here. I thought I'd make something a little bit ambient because everybody else is probably making big synth things, and I'm just going to make something ambient. All right, look how many of these things we've got running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a play beat, there's a hammerhead, there's a fugue machine rubato, and there's also a little bounce bud that's doing its thing. Let's hit play. Shut up, Jade, you're annoying. Do you hear the little trail off on that? There's so many beautiful automation things on this app. Let's clear this out. And let's open up a brand new version of this and make sure we got it connected to a keyboard. Good stuff. Have you all downloaded it yet? If you haven't, we're going to get Thomas to put you in a timeout. So keyboard. Ooh. Lovely. Alrighty, here we go. This is our layout. This is the brand new app. We'll start over in the corner here. There's an information tab. Now, what's really cool about these tabs, this works on all the AudioKit latest apps that have been out. We'll cover those a little bit later at the end and tell you how to also support Matt just by going and grabbing another one of the apps that are available. So on this little help page, here is the little thanks button. If you click this, look what pops up. Get a good feeling. I'm just going to do this now. Boom, let's hit this. Do a payment. Yeah, double tap. See, that's how easy it is to support your creators and send them a little bit of money. Boom, done. Easy to go. Has it worked? Yeah, good stuff. So just help a brother out, as he would say, I guess. So this looks incredibly like Matt, don't you think? Don't you think that's Matt right there? I think it is. There he is, bobbing his head away. I don't know why he's so angry. Maybe because it took so long to get it all together. But there's also, you can go more apps here and find all the apps. Look at them. Well, not all of them, but there's some stuff that's on sale. So there's a little ad there. I guess that can change. We've got some little other features in here as well that we'll come back to and cover. Let's get up in the top corner here. Like with all these apps too, you've got multiple layers, yeah? So you've got multiple layers here. You've got this top section. You'll see when I change this, the top section kind of changes. Sometimes the bottom section changes, but I want to focus on this. Just let me go here. Here we go. Let's get off that. So when you tap on one of these boxes up here, it will keep whatever is up the top. See, it's separated by this bar here. So if I tap, everything underneath will keep changing underneath. And this is going along the line, along the left to right. So the envelope to the effects. So you can see as I click through, you get easy access just by tapping, and it leaves the top thing. And this works over here too. So if I hit effects and keep tapping it, everything underneath will move. So a nice way to get to things instead of like losing your place. But again, if you just want to use the top, they go through like this. So you got your DCO, envelope, VCF, FX, LFO. Over here is your the sequencer, and we got some pads, and we got some MIDI stuff over here as well. So that is how you get around. Let's start over here. This is your default patch. So we'll click on our presets as well. As I said in the beginning, over 400 presets, and they will grow most likely as well. Don't talk to me about presets because the last ones I was doing, I got imposter syndrome and thought they weren't good enough and threw them away. Because it happens to the best of us. Hi, Gary Hubbs. So you have options. When you click up here, you bring up the preset pack, and you've got down the side, all of them alphabetically, favorites, anything you favor just by doing, so if you come over here, click on something, there's a star next to it, I can hit this, and now it will be favored. So now if I click my favorites, it's sitting in there. We've got an intro bank, we've got a user bank, which you can add your own stuff to or create your own banks. Sound packs from DMT, Somatics, Electronic Sounds, Moby Pixel is in the chat, Red Sky Lullaby, who's got a video on presets as well, Sander R. Wolf, who's coming on the show soon, believe it or not, Sound of Israel, Sound Test Room, Garage Band, Wabi Sabi Waves, Bryce Beasley, Stellar Anomalies, and I've got a few presets at the base here as well that I started tooling around with. So look, there's a lot of bloody presets. It's ridiculous. You're going to have so much fun with them. So you can create a new preset over here. So I'm in my folder at the moment, Jade Starr. I can create a new preset. And what it'll do is it will put this in the user bank. So then I can start doing whatever I want. You can create a new bank. So it creates a new user bank down the bottom here. I can come in and edit this and just delete and just call it like demo bank. So So my demo tracks can go in there. You can import your presets. So like I did today, I made all my presets on my other iPad and I was able to just import them by clicking the import button. I'd save them. There it is, Jade Starr. And I was able just to import these presets straight in. Super easy. Shared it across my devices. Awesome stuff. You can come in and reorder things. Move your things around, it'll renumber them. And even over here, if you want to move your presets right up the top, you can do so. You can bring them all the way up the top if you want. And think you're a superstar like that. There you go. See, so you got plenty of customization to mess about with your presets. We'll go through those. So oh, and don't forget too, categories over here. Heaps easy to find stuff. So if you're just looking for pads, come up here, touch your pads. That's what she said. Synth. Fun stuff, plucks, bells, so you can do that. Hit close button up the top here, or you can do a search. And, you know, whatever you type in, you're going to come up with anything with that word in there. The search features are really good, so don't be afraid to use them because they pull up some good stuff. There's your presets. You want to save a preset? Of course, there's a little disk up in the top corner. I think we all know what a disk is. And then you can come in to choose a folder from here. Like I want it on mine. I can choose what category it is. Yeah, so drums or bells or whatever, unidentified. Name it. Boom. Like so. Save it in my folder. And there it is. You want to get rid of these? Just a quick swipe with your finger like that. And it's gone. Easy to do. There's also, you can click on it and delete things other ways. So. But that's the way you want to do it, yeah? So presets. Randomization up the top here as well. Let's talk about that. We'll just come over here, hit the random button, doink. Oh. Was that from a random? Let's try another one. Random picks one of the hundreds of human-made presets. There you go. See, I didn't know that. I don't know everything, and I'm happy about that because that would suck. All right, let's get into this. So on our front page here, we have two DCOs here. So and you've got multiple waves here. So you got a sine wave, you got a triangle, you got a saw, and you have a square. And you've got two of these. So let's just turn down the second one, and we'll make sure we're on our nice, happy days. All right, let's make this a square. So you've got a volume over here, and you can tune this as well. All the way up to an octave, all the way down to an octave, and your semitones in between. Over here, there's a range button, so you can decide if you'd like it to be lower. So I'm hitting a middle C right now, or a bit higher, an octave up, or another one. So completely up to you what you'd like to do there. Our second one is our sine wave at the moment. So I'm going to pull down the square wave, and you can hear that sine. You've got a volume as well, so you can get a nice balance. And then we can come into this sine wave and tune it. Let's just pull that down. Instant Sega. There you go. Super easy to sort out something like that. There's also a sub over here if we introduce this. And we've got some noise. So both of these DCOs have the exact same waves. So, you know, there's, as I said, this isn't like huge libraries of samples or anything like that. So don't get freaked out or anything. Okay, so next to this, we've got an LFO. Now, how does this work? So it won't do anything until you have this DCO up here. So here's our little LFO that's on the same page. But if we bring this DCO up, we're getting this really long, and that is controlled by the rate over here. They can see me going up and down. So if we move this up higher, so really nice for these really slow drags. And that's all going to depend on this DCO. So this delay too will only work, of course, when you've got this up here as well. And you'll see how that works now. So when I hold down a key, there's a delay before the LFO kicks in and does its sort of wobble there. So if I bring this delay down, it's going to be a lot faster. Bring it all the way down. And with the delay up, you've got more time. Lovely jubbly. So we got a bit of noise in there as well. Let's bounce over to the envelope. So here is your overall volume on the envelope page. So you can decide how long you want this whole thing to be. And of course, next to that is our envelope. So this is where you can create a pad by bringing the slower attack up here. And of course, you've got your decay, sustain, and release. Now, we haven't got to any effects yet. I'm going to bring down that. All right, we also have a filter envelope. Now, this works in conjunction with the, I'm pretty sure, I'm saying, with the filter over here. So let's get this into action as well. So I'm just going to bounce over to the VCF page. So we have this, we've got a high pass filter over here. Let me just turn this back. Oh, we'll just get that there. So we've got a high pass. And here is where our filter is. So LFO, cutoff, and resonance. We can turn up the LFO here. Give this a little bit of guzz with our filter envelope. And you'll notice when I bring this cutoff down, we can modulate this cutoff through here. But you're not really going to hear anything until you've got this cutoff down But don't worry, there's so much room for modulation. It's just so stupid. So stupid. Of course it is. All right, let's bring this down or turn this off or get rid of this. So the LFO control, this is the LFO for our filter here. We'll just turn this off for now. Turn this off. There's an arpeggiator in here too. So all I need to do is click on the little light to get things lit. There we go. There's my arpeggiator. You've got a gate. You've got a speed. I thought there was something wrong there. Get your shit together, Jade. You can change the intervals behind here. You can gate this as well. Hello, John Rivera and Will. You've got a range over here, so we can go between 3, 2, styles, up, down, 2, random. Wicked. Pokemon. Hey, Syntax Cow, what's going on? So there is your arpeggio. Turn it off and you're good to go. Effects. Let's get into some effects because watch what happens here. So we've got a super saw. This can go up to 6 voices, exactly like the old hardware. So let's take it up to 6. We can detune this as well. You can add some stereo to this too, so very big sounds. You can still have the LFO going. Now, what makes this famous is, of course, the chorus. We've got 2 choruses, just the same. You can have both of them happening at the same time. And they sound absolutely lush. Lush, 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 lush. So let's talk about the reverb. It's nice. Give it some level. Give it some size. Take out some of that low cut. But wait, because this is beautiful. Hey, Field Tone Audio. Folks, if you have not gone and subbed over to Field Tone Audio, please do so now. He puts out some absolutely fucking mint tutorials. His own style, very casual, and he's just go and do it. Go and do it, all right? His tutorials are fantastic. He makes good music too, and he's got a really good sound pack too for the thing, David's app. I can't think of it. Oh man. Anyway, you'll put it in the chat for me. There you go. Field Tone Audio. Go and subscribe. He's got a great channel, and it's kicking off. And go and subscribe. You'll thank me forever. Trust me. Spit it out. Shut up, Syntax Cow. I'll put you back in the cow paddock. All right. So our reverb has this 2 over here. Let's click it and see what happens. Woo! It would help if I had 2 activated. It's just ridiculous. This is free. Somebody break into Matt's house and arrest him for being too nice. All right, let's get rid of that reverb. We have a little widen over here. If you want to get a wide on. Oh man, why did I go there? So that's over here. See the little button? Anyway, we've got a crush. We can turn this on. What do you think this is going to do? It's going to crush. Now, remember, if you like that kind of modulating sound, we haven't even got to all of the modulation yet, but we will. Auto pan is here as well too. Let's turn that up. You got headphones on, I hope. Woo! There's your auto pan. Of course, we've got mono. Of course, why wouldn't we? If you don't know what mono is, so it means I can't play chords anymore, right? Only one note can be played at a time. We also can go legato, add some glide to this bitch. You get the idea, you know the deal about mono. I hope you do. If you shouldn't, I'll find the slap effect somewhere. That's not it. Have I deleted my slap effect? I have. That sucks. Oh, no, there it is. Ow. Ow. There we go. Good stuff. So down here, there's our auto pan, our mono. Now we have a delay here as well too. Let's turn this sucker on. You can control the time. Now this is free at the moment, but there is a tempo sync over here for the delay. And you notice when we turn this, you've got all your favorites. The whole family's here to play 16ths, 8ths dotted, another distant cousin that nobody talks about, halves dotted, and maybe even triplets. No one talks to that family member. But you can decide the taps as well. And the mix. Wicked. There's your delay. Good stuff. So that is the effects page. But over here we have more LFO action. Tempo sync will tempo sync all the effects except the LFOs, which are independent for each. There you go. So I don't read the instructions. I just open this up and play with it. That's why Matt's here. What are you waiting for? If you're not downloaded it, all good. We've got this LFO for the VCA. And over here is a Synth One compressor. I'm expecting this is from the original Synth One. If you don't know what the original Synth One is, you know, old school AudioKit Pro. There's so many developers like Four Pockets and that have been on the get-go from day one. And I'm assuming this is the compressor from Synth One, which is not AUv3. It's a favorite for so many people. So we've got a compressor there, and we got this retro tuning, which I'm not sure what it is. But we also have an LFO, and much like all of the AudioKit Pro apps these days, you can send this LFO wherever the fuck you want, even. So you got 2 destinations for LFO2, and there is another LFO3 that we haven't got to yet. But what you can do is, of course, send this anywhere you want. Say we'll go to the cutoff. So now let's close this. Makes the tuning more variable and wild. There we go. So we've got our LFO. This is going now to our cutoff. And of course we can change the shape. We've got an up ramp, down ramp, we've got a square, we've got a sample and hold, and a triangle. Now this little button here, if it's turned on, it means it's a one shot. So it'll do one, you can hear it if you take a look at the filter. So it does one up and down and then stops. But if we turn this little light over here off, we're going to get this LFO repeating like so, yeah? So there's LFO 2. Now we have LFO 3 over here. We got another one. This has 2 destinations as well. Plus, we have this rate, depth, and delay like you saw over here on the start page. We've got snapback, looping, so you can go through restart, so each time you hit a key. It's going to be an ARP shot, one shot, or looping. So all your controls in there for another LFO. I am going to come in here and show you something before we get this going. You can send LFOs to the step sequencer. So I can take like... where are we? Step sequence 2. And I could come in here and then send this to step sequence maybe 4. And now, as you can see, we've got our step sequencer. Just led straight into what I was going to do. We can turn on our step sequencer. Right, so did you see that? Did you see the action there? We'll leave all these at 0. Double tap. And you are getting this generative random sequencing kind of thing happening. We'll slow down the rate. Pretty cool. So not only can you come in here to the sequencer, you can see these actually animating up here. Let's click on the sequencer. There you go. We've got them up the top. So you can see these animating up here, the LFOs controlling them. But of course, it's a sequencer, so you can do all the usual stuff. Go up how many notes you want. Well, we've got 8 set at the moment. You can change the steps to 16, however many you want. Let's just move these around. Hold a key. You can remove notes from the sequence. You've got a gate. We can lock the sequence. Locked. So now if you change presets or do anything like that, the sequence should be locked as you go through presets. You can clear it. Everything's cleared, but you'll notice that LFO is still connected as well unless you turn it off up here. The sliders go back to the last save preset setting on the preset setting on double tap. So you can change parameters and it will take you back to the original setting on some controls. It will center on double tap. So tuning stuff. All right. Oh, we've got shapes here as well too for the LFO. So same shapes, triangle, ramp up, ramp down, null square, and sample and hold. Also, we have this. Come over here and just turn those off. So here are our pads. We've got 2 pads that you can interact with your hands. And you can set these wherever you want. This is currently set to the filter. And this one's set to the LFO. And you can change this by selecting from here. So you can actually click on it and choose one. So you can send this to the delay or to the ARP, wherever you want to go, reverb, tremolo. And again, tap on these. We'll send this to the delay or whatever, and you're off to the races. And that is the pads. And lastly, so we've got some MIDI stuff here. So MIDI wheel destinations. You can change these. You've got the pitch bend, upper bounds and lower bounds. So you can decide where you want these to go. So if I have this set to the LFO rate. And that is happening through me changing the mod wheel. So very easily, you can send whatever you want, the tremolo, LFO rate, LFO cutoff, and you can send these to your mod wheel. Super simple. As I've touched on before with this page here, there's a few little extra things like MIDI mapping. You can come in, hit MIDI learn. It happens. See if it happens again. MIDI map. There's something we found. Hey, this is what these shows are about. So I don't know why, but the MIDI mapping, whenever I do it and hit MIDI learn, I'm not getting, let's clear it. Try it again. Boing. There we go. So that's a little bug, but that's okay. These things get fixed. So we also have in here, what did I do? Velocity. So is this right here? So always or fixed for your velocity. Thanks, Jade. Good bug find. Yeah. I didn't do anything. You can animate the LFOs. You can actually, I would say, turn this off to if you want to save a little bit of memory. If you want to just remove that little animation, that's up to you. You got tuning down here as well. So, but that's pretty much, that's the deal. You should just be already downloading this and just having loads of fun making really cool stuff. Map Korg Nano Key Studio app crashes when I try to do it. We just found that, John. Because I've got my one here. Oh, shit. We just found that. And that's what I was just going to do. Was just going to assign it to this. But, yeah. So we'll get that bug fixed and it'll be no problem. I'm sure it'll be fixed a lot faster than, I don't know, anybody expecting Apple to fix sidechaining on Logic Pro in the next, I don't know, 3 years. Oh! Let's run through some presets, man, because there's heaps. I'm going to start off with some ones I started making. They're not even that good. Listen to this thing. You know that sound in Star Wars movies when a spaceship takes off and you can see the heat underneath it in the new Disney era? When they take off, you get that. You know the sound? That's it. That's what I was trying to make last night. Anyway, as I was saying, we got sound packs from, there's a whole lot of built-in stuff. So, which is awesome. That's it. That reminds me of the Ornithopter from June. That's the kind of sound I was trying to make last night. The June races. So we'll come back to the user bank. Let's go through these. So DMT, Somatics, there's a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm just going to pick shit at random. We got a growl bass. Wow. Now remember, there are no samples in this. I bet the old forums got nothing to complain about today. So lots of nice thick bass sounds in here. Holy shit. DMT Somatics fucking makes some really good sounds. In fact, I'm not going to lie, every person who's put sounds in here, Electronic Sounds, Moby Pixel sounds are great, Red Sky Lullabies, Sanderwolves, are, they're all fantastic. Let's put something like a... why not put this in here? See what it does. I'm really enjoying this MIDI Lodi app. It's just strange. We can get it connected. Did I connect it? I think I did. Maybe. Press record and play. Yo! Oh, I've got to hit notes, don't I? Oh, you know what? What am I doing? I wasn't even going to do that. Let's just throw in this, sucker. And we'll send this out here. Fugue Machine Rubato. Let's throw in a few notes in here. Let's go some random notes. Bring that back. And there we go. One of my favorite sounds in this pack is this, Saturday Cartoons. There we go. That's what we wanted. Anyway, look, there's no point me going through all of the sound banks. Because you've already downloaded it, haven't you? And you should be having fun with it after this show or whenever, very soon, and messing around with it because it's absolutely free and it's just beautiful. And it's so good to see so much excitement around the community as this has been building up. So this was going to come out, I think, at the start of this month, and people have just been super excited, going, "Oh man, where is it? What's going on?" And Apple were a bit mean, and they kind of said, "You know what? We're going to reject this a few times because how are you not making money from this?" And Matt directly asked the community. It was like, what do we do? How do we get this out? We want this in people's hands. We want this in kids' hands. We want people to be able to make music freely, yeah? So it is out now. Go grab it. Go make music. Go have fun. That's what it's all about. Whatever style it is, it doesn't matter if you do it wrong, just do it again. Keep going. This is beautiful. It's just a lot of work has gone into it. Look, again, like I said at the start of the show, I know Matt, you know, I haven't eaten from the same bowl as him or anything. But I think I know him pretty well, and he genuinely really does care about people making music. And you can tell by the love he puts into these apps. They are bloody brutal. Go and support. Go and grab another one if you haven't got them, because you know what? All these apps are fucking mint. They really are. Let me bounce over here to scroll up a bit. So look, there's heaps of good ones here. King of VHS is what, $3.99 at the moment. NerdSynth's $4.99, down from $7. King of Digital is $4.99. These are all on sale. SNES Synth is $3.99. King of Bass, Saga Synth. If you're getting this for free, go buy one of these other ones. They're all bloody fuck. They're good apps. I can't stop swearing today. I'm an Aussie. It's not my fault. It's my heritage. We came from a bunch of criminals. Not my fault. All right, let's get out of here. Thank you, Matt, for creating yet another fantastic app. And it's just, we got to look after our youngsters and get kids and women interested in developing apps and all this kind of stuff. We got to keep them interested. And much like before I go out today, remember everybody, tomorrow here on the channel and the next day is the Music for Life charity album with over 60 artists from this community and the US. I think we announced this at the start of the year, was it? And it got held up a little bit, but here we are. Tomorrow's the big day. 3 albums, over 60 songs. All the money goes to kids, cancer charities in Canada. There's another album coming later this year we're going to do for the US, and then we're doing Australia. We've already done the UK, and it's so cool to see musicians from around YouTube and Facebook coming together to raise money for kids with cancer. So this is tomorrow, night 1. And then on Friday, US, UK time is night 2. Over 60 songs. Come and join us. It's going to be heaps of fun. I can also let you know this week, before I bounce you over to Thomas Christ, the Creative Hour, where I have to create a song in 1 hour or I get punished, is featuring Laurie's Mishmosh. She has done the piano for a Counting Crows song, and in 1 hour, I have to record the vocals and for this Counting Crows song and get it finished. So come and join us for that. And I think this week, start of next week, coming up on the rant. I've already got my thumbnail ready for the rant. And here it is here. Oh, no, that's a photo of Ivan Idea and Brad Example flying through the air as Super Gay and Ribbon. Whoops, wrong photo. So this week on the rant, we're going to talk about an EPK, an electronic press kit for your music. How to do it using your iPad or whatever you use. We're going to set up an electronic press kit for my friend Russ8889. We'll do it live on the rant because you should have one. You know, even if it sucks, you should have one. All right, let's get out of here. Thank you, Matt Fetcher, for releasing a great app. It's a link in the description, all the stuff. Go get it, have fun, make music. Thank you all for being here on the live stream. Of course, like I said, and good to see you too, Synth Fidel. Maybe I'll see you around the news traps. And don't forget, go and subscribe to this guy. He makes some really good content. Criminally undersubscribed. All right, we're out of here. Thomas Christ is up next. There he is. He's in the chat. You know what he does every week? He does a show called Your Music Live. Your Music Live. You rock. It's just the second week in a row I did that. He's got a show called You Rock, and he plays your most rockin' music, and he's doing it next. Goes for about 4 or 5 hours playing awesome music from around these communities. Boom, Moby Pixel. Love you all. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. Stay awake and
Stunning.